Yeah. Somehow I don't see any other people than us two. Maybe I have in the wrong setting.
No, I haven't let
I
them in
can't.
yet. I haven't let them in yet, Zoe.
Ah, oh, I see.
I'm going to let them in now.
Hmm. Good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Thank you for joining us to this for this session of HerStory. Today we have a very, very interesting lady from Turkey who is an educator. She is a passionate educator and also a lady passionate for peace from a country that has been working on peace a lot. It has been a country that has been considered and feared all around the world for their invasions, but in reality, they have been working very much to reverse this image, and not just image. I know for my personal experience, they are absolutely very, very good and a very high spiritual people, the Turkish people. So we have the honor today to have Professor Hayal Koeksal, who is a very passionate educator. She's academician, researcher. She has been writing many books. She will show us one of her books, which is in English. And also she's an expert on quality education. That's really what she's, and also she's a curriculum designer, which is very interesting for our members because, you know, we have our curriculum, educational curriculum. So we could certainly have some benefit. And so she has been teaching for many, many years. Now she also has been going abroad as far as India. And her mission, she determines it as training innovative teachers and qualified new generations within a dignified and peaceful world and establish quality philosophy in schools. So how beautiful this can be. I want to give her the floor without any further ado and hear from her what she has to share with us about her life and about her work. Thank you. You need to unmute. Professor.
Yeah. Thank you, dear Zoe and dear Miti. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you inviting me to this wonderful meeting. I hope my talk will be beneficial for all listeners, for all participants. I'm a little bit excited. Please forgive me, because this is a rare situation for me. In fact, I have been conducting some international projects through online training. My students are from India, from Sri Lanka, and from Nepal. But this time, very precious ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'll try to share my story with you, and my dream is building bridges for peace, quality, and dignity education within the world countries. I don't want to talk a lot about my background, but I've been teaching almost for 50 years. But I still feel young because I'm among the young people. Nowadays, I started a new university, the Faculty of Education, and I have 100 counseling students. They are teacher trainees, and next year they are going to be teachers, and their energy motivates me a lot, and I feel younger. Okay, for 10 years I worked at elementary and secondary schools, and then I attended some courses, some trainings, and now I am an associate professor at higher education studies. I believe that the 21st century is an era of knowledge, quality, innovation, hygiene due to the pandemic and climate change, unfortunately. And we need having and also teaching awareness among our young generations. And the best way for me seems to be learning by doing and sharing. And this is a good sharing platform for me. Thank you, Zoe, once more. I have a motto, and it is moving from theory to practice all the time. So we mustn't combat within the theories, among the theories, but we should put them into practice. We should implement them. We should see the results through, of course, collecting data, analyzing them, and making some improvements, and then reapplying again. We call this total quality philosophy. You must have known this. And we use this through technology use, improved communication skills, national and international teamwork, and collaboration. And the essential issue is peace. And also we should develop personal quality and leadership skills. We should teach our youngsters to care each other. And of course, we should have a heart full of love, respect, empathy, and tolerance towards the people and towards the environment, towards the nature, animals. Okay, I am collaborating with dosts. Dost means friend, close friend in Turkish, who have similar goals with me. For instance, I'm collaborating with City Montessori School from India. And we have a World Council there named World Council for Total Quality and Excellence in Education. I am the Director-General of this council for Turkey since 2003. And also I have been collaborating with Humiliation Studies Network, and we are against the humiliation, and we are trying to create dignified new generations through some seminars, conferences. Each year we organize annual workshops at Columbia University. Also, I have Women's Federation here for World Peace International. Thank you, Zoe, collaborating with me. And also, I have some awards from Books for Peace in Italy and a certificate from United States of America related to, again, bringing peace to female. And in Turkey, I'm a member of two Atatürk follower organizations. One is this one, we call it Thinking Like Atatürk. And this is especially for girl students, providing a contemporary lifestyle for the females. So I'm collaborating with those associations. Okay, as an educator, I'll share my experiences about building bridges for 49 years between course A and course B. For instance, in order to be good at mathematics, you must be good at reading. This is very clear. And if you don't collaborate with your students as a teacher, you can't motivate them. If schools do not collaborate, if countries do not collaborate, we can't realize peace. And of course, we must think about the continents as well. Who am I? How did I achieve some of my goals and the other goals I'm trying to realize? And how did I find my profession? How did I become a teacher? Who helped me become me as an educator, as an author, as an activist? And how can help you as my friends, my dosts, my colleagues, and my youngsters to improve all together as a resource person. And who were my inspiring angels? First of all, my great Atatürk, the founder of our republic. I'm an Atatürk daughter and I'm an Atatürk teacher. And also my family. Look at my mother here and my father and my husband, young husband, 45 years ago, and my only daughter. I have one daughter. And of course, again, my lovely grandson, my Deniz, and he must be watching me now. I'm very excited to see him here because he is studying in London, and we are proud of him. He is such a good guy. And also there are some old very well-known, precious teachers, female teachers of Turkey. You see, this lady became a teacher following the words of Atatürk. Atatürk saw her when she was 11 or 12, and he advised her to be a teacher, to be an educator. And also, of course, this is my second hometown, India, Lucknow, and City Montessori
Ms.
School.
Koksal, I'm sorry, we don't see any more slides except,
Why not?
except the one where you have all the NGOs you are collaborating with. Nothing more has changed.
Why not?
Mm.
In fact, I'm trying. Okay, I'll stop it and I'll
Start again.
yeah, here. Now can you?
Yeah, now it is now we see different things. Now we see them. Yeah, yeah. We
Okay.
see now. I don't know which one is first. Who helped me to improve and nurture that philosophy, and before, who am I? Now we see who am I. Is that correct?
No, we should have moved
Who are
here.
my inspiring angels?
Yeah,
Okay.
we are here. So this school is City Montessori School, and this is the founder, director, and principal, Dr. Vinita Kamran, and they are all focusing on training total quality persons, believing in the significance of peace. You must see that school, really. And if you are interested in it, I can create a link between you and Vinita to be there. Okay. And can you see this slide? Who are the sources of my life philosophy? You
Yes.
know, lifelong learning is
Yes.
essential for all of us. Now I'm 68, but I know that I'll go on learning until the end of my life. And these are my students. And these are my colleagues from Nepal and from UK, from USA, from Thailand. Uh, okay, you all know being productive for humanity is not an easy task, especially in this era, within the days of we are living. You know, Middle East is very hot, and it makes us very worried. So parents and teachers are very important for the future of new generations, because first of all, mother and father are forming the kid, and then uh, elementary school teachers, middle school teachers, and others are trying to add something. But while adding, they are also deleting some or removing some plus points. You know, Gardner's multiple intelligences theory. We are born with 8, perhaps more intelligences, but your mother says, stop, don't do that. Your father restricts you, and then we stop some creative sides of us. This is terrible. We must leave our kids free, and we must support them like this. They must not feel fear or anger uh, to be restricted. Am I clear here? Okay, and graduated schools are very important. Which school did you finish? Which elementary school, which secondary school? How did you decide to be, let's say, a doctor, an engineer, or a teacher? Uh, for example, I was a boarding student in Izmir. For 3 years at a girls' school, I learned how to be a good teacher from the very first days of the school. And in those days, I'm talking about 1974, when you you take your first step into the school, all the custodians and all the people working in that school call you as teacher. Teacher, you are welcome. And you get very exciting. This is your first day in teachers college, but you are called teacher, and this motivates you. So this supports you spiritually, and you feel better, and you try to succeed more. And you see here all the music things, dances, everything. were included in our teacher training programs. But nowadays, look at very well-known universities. You never see such a timetable for the teacher trainees. And of course, love is very important. Marriage is important. If you are lucky, you get married to a good man and he supports you. He becomes a mountain behind you. And I found my love in 1976, and still we go on. But of course, our kids are away from us, and this makes us a little bit sad. And experiences are very valuable. For instance, I worked at secondary schools for 10 years, from the east part of Turkey to the west part. And I collaborated with my colleagues there, my students, and then Kars, Ararat Mountain and that part. I worked there for 3 years, and then I worked in Tuzla again. You see, these are all my students, and they taught me a lot. And they taught me peace because they were mostly Kurdish people, and we used to live together in peace and without making any discrimination. I had come from Istanbul, from the west part. In fact, I am from Balıkesir, the west part of Turkey, Aegean part, and I worked in southeast part of Turkey, for instance, at Gaziantep, near to Syria. And I worked in Kars, near Georgia. So I know my country from west to the east, or vice versa, and I love all my people. And I carry my inner love and empathy to them, and they feel it. People feel your love in, and they also send their spiritual light into you, and this motivates you, and you feel gorgeous. Yeah. And you can build bridges between. You see, here I worked. Can you imagine the Turkish map here? Kars next to Armenia, Georgia, and also I worked here next to Syria and Iraq, and I worked in Istanbul, and also I worked in London, Kingston University for 2 years as a visiting fellow, and I know that we are all one. Okay, we are all one. We can't make any discrimination between males or females, between black or white, between old or young. So we should be hand in hand with females and also male teachers. Look, just like a family. And if you want to improve yourself based upon the lifelong learning, you attend many courses. For instance, Fulbright is one of them. For 6 weeks, I attended a Fulbright seminar in Istanbul, Robert College, and many courses I attended, and I moved from secondary schools to universities after 10 years. And I worked in Gaziantep. It was, in fact, Middle East Technical University, but when I went there in 1988, it changed the name. And I had my MA in English language teaching and my PhD in educational sciences, especially program development. And there I met total quality management, which is the essence of life and improvement for me. I believe in that. And I worked in sports academy, I worked in law school, many different faculties I worked. And then during my quality studies, I visited Malcolm Baldrige awarded Ritz-Carlton Hotel twice in Hawaii, Maui, in order to benchmark a hotel, a quality hotel with a quality school, middle school, for instance. And at that time, in 1999, I collaborated with the Ministry of Education, and I taught 30,000 teachers based upon the quality philosophy. I tried to tell them what the real side or target of life, of living. Why do we live for? In order to gain money or reputation or something else? No. Holding hands, hugging each other, and sharing our inner capacity with others in order to help the poor, to help the needed people. And then I started writing books in 1998. For the first time, I write the Total Quality Management at Schools book. And also I interpreted the book of Mr. Bonestingle, John J. Bonestingle. You see, he is also a lover of peace, and he loves Atatürk as well. And I collaborated with the Microsoft Turkey people. And I went on writing books, different books. For instance, one is Sofia Dimitriadis. He wrote Diversity, Specialties, and Inclusions at Early Years of Education. I have a chapter here. And then UNESCO Turkey sponsored one of my books related to the YIMEDE collaboration circles. And my last book, perhaps it attracts your attention. My last book was printed by Lambert. The title is Catch Your Kids in Time for Educating. The Indian people call it J-Jagat. J-Jagat, it means catch your kids at early ages to train peace and quality focused. Our goal is first peace and then quality. Okay, these are important. If you gain both, then you become a dignified human being. Am I right, friends? Yeah. And also during the pandemic, I didn't work anywhere, but I wrote 3 books in 3 years. One is homeschooling. This is for parents. Parents should learn how to train qualified kids. And I also presented this book to my grandson, Dennis. I love him so much. And this is about teacher trainees again. Project-based, joyful classroom management. If you do not enjoy in your courses, you can't learn. You can't teach well. That's why there must be amusement in it. There must be irony, and then everything. You should play games, you should do drama, everything. So these are important things. Another bridge is with 35 countries, as I told before, World Council for Total Quality and Excellence in Education. I'm proud of being a member of them. And in 2008, I organized the 11th International Convention on Students' Image Circles. Image is a Turkish word, which means collaboration. A very, very good word. You should learn it. Image means coming together everywhere, at villages, in school, in classroom, coming together, and everyone puts his or her energy and talent into the issue, and then you solve problems, and then you blossom like flowers. Okay. And you should also collaborate with the NGOs, non-governmental organizations. I have an NGO called Association for Innovative Collaboration. And as you see, we are 25 educators. We come together and we try to be helpful to the society. And again, this is the bridge between India and Turkey and South Africa. With Pretoria, we collaborated in 2003 in order to conduct some archaeological projects. You know, we have Assos in the western part of Turkey, and we have Zeugma. Zeugma at the southeast part of Turkey. So school students studied on these archaeological sites, and they learned how to internalize our cultural values and how to share the general knowledge about them with universal or international groups. And there was National Youth Development Trust team there, and I was one of the members. And between 2004 and 2009, you see, I love working. For 20 hours a day, I work. If I feel healthy for more years, I'll go on producing. Otherwise, I'll be very sad, you see, my dear friends. So, Microsoft Turkey built a bridge for teachers, innovative teachers program. It was very interesting indeed. First of all, in 2004, the Microsoft Turkey administrators sent me to different cities of the world to learn the Microsoft schools management. Okay, they said my total quality understanding or perception is similar to Microsoft's perception, and I went to Helsinki, Budapest, and Philadelphia in order to see the Microsoft schools there and learning the innovative teachers programs essence. I localized it for Turkish schools, and then I trained, as you see, this is the pilot group, and I trained 200 innovative teachers and 40 innovative coaches and also some school leaders. But at the same time, I started an elective course at Istanbul Boğaziçi University for teacher trainees, and 2,000 teacher trainees were trained there through my courses. As you see, this is from Helsinki. The Turkish teachers are sharing their projects. And this is Philadelphia Worldwide Forum, and Turkey's project was elected as the second best collaboration project. So these are good issues, as you see. But while conducting your quality issues, you can't ignore the disabled people. We should also hug them. Okay, and we should empower them. We should teach them how to fish instead of giving them fish. In general, in Turkey, there are many NGOs related to the disabled, but they do not work about empowering them. But in fact, I tried to do this. I wrote a book. It means it says removing obstacles through empathy. Okay, and I used my university students and also an NGO called spinal paralyzed. I couldn't say, sorry. And this is again from City Montessori School. You see, this guy, this boy has only one foot, nothing else. Okay, he wanted to help a small kid to not to be hit by the train, and he went into his place and he lost his foot and arms. And also empowering the challenged adults. I worked for 3 years, as you see, and I taught them how to empower their lives. And then peace and dignity studies through human dignity and humiliation studies. In 2010, I was the convener, one of their conferences. As you see, there were people from Jerusalem, from India, from Germany and UK, USA, 24 peace experts came to Istanbul Boğaziçi University, and even they printed my book in Turkish. This is a favor, I think. Thank you. And in London, Kingston University, I was the visiting fellow and project partner with Professor Richard Ennis and with Chris Ford, and student collaborated with Alumni Center, the law school collaborated. And in Boğaziçi University, I worked for 20 years, and my aim was to teach them in a joyful manner. They should enjoy their profession. And why? Why all those efforts? Carrying our students to the community and adding value to the peace, training in innovative and qualified youth at every field, supporting personal differences. This is very important. Not everyone is safe, and being good role models for them, and providing free environments for the creativity of the kids, and helping them start their journey of excellence. Okay, we never become excellent, but starting that journey is excellent, I believe. And if we remove fear from hearts, we open the doors of their minds, I say. You see, this is a collage from, again, City Montessori School. It's open, you say, the door of the brain is open because there is no fear for this person. There is a white book in front of him, and these are the quality concept of City Montessori School. You must check their website, okay? Fun is important. Methodology is IMEDE, collaboration circles. I can teach it through online courses in 1 hour. And in 1 hour, I motivate them how to develop their own projects. Okay, this is very easy. 5,000 projects I conducted up to now. And it is based on continuous improvement philosophy, systems approach. You must have heard of it. We talk about mission, our vision. So we say the quality of input and the quality of process determine the quality of output. This is very important and essential for training good, peaceful next generations. Of course, feedback must not be forgotten. And we talk about PDCA mindset. We must use this in our personal lives as well. Plan, do, check, act. As you see, there are 3 steps within planning. It shows the importance of planning phase. Okay, what is my problem? Why does it exist? How can I solve it? Very easy way of solving problems, not memorizing, but coming together and solving, and then applying your solutions, studying on the findings, and being a standard, and using timetable, okay, Gantt card for time management. So we use that methodology at K-12 schools, at universities, and with adults for many years. And I have an ICT project as well. It is called International ICT SIGAS project, and we trained students in India, USA, UK, Thailand, Nepal, South Africa, and Sri Lanka, in addition to Turkish schools. And this year, it's the 22nd year of ICT SIGAS, and through this program, I want to invite all the schools, universities, and NGOs to conducting a project based upon AI this year. AI is trying to take the place of our brains. We can't give permission to it. It can be our slave, but we can't be, okay? So how to use AI effectively in education, at life, and in business. So if you are interested in this project, again, you can visit. There is an English page of it as well. You can be with us. Okay, so it's a guided project. So I talked a lot, I think, but I used my time effectively, I believe. The only solution for every problem is saying, I'm strong, huh? I'm good, I'm smart, I can manage everything, I can remove mountains, and I'm full of love and peace for others, okay? Love is the gift of self, it says. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Now I'm open to your questions.
Thank you so very much. What a rich and really so many things you expressed to us. You said to us so many, so interesting. Really, I think many people will have so many questions and we want to know even more.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And
Thank
also,
you.
I can write if you want my email address here in order,
Yes.
or you can share it with
Yeah.
others. Okay.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
you feel free, please.
Thank you. I will send it. I will send, or they can send to me and anytime. I think already there was one, or someone, there's Marcia who has a question. Okay, Marcia Dabro, she's from Spain.
Okay,
But you
Marcia.
need to unmute, Marcia. You need to unmute. Can you unmute? We have to ask to our operator. Oh,
It should work. It should.
okay.
Now, yes.
Now, okay.
I was clicking it, but it wasn't working. Okay, well, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much, Mrs.
Hayal.
Koksal, for your presentation. It's very rich. It's full of information, and to tell you the truth, I think I would have to go back to what you have spoken. But anyway, I would like to say that I had a question, which is not a question anymore because you cleared, by the end of your talk, you cleared and you kind of answered my question. But I had the question of what are the principles of total quality management in education? And more or less, you gave some steps and some principles. So I think for now I would try and read one of your books, but I would like to say that I'm close to total quality management, not because I have made research or studied it directly, but because I translated a book that my husband wrote on about total quality management,
Wow.
And I think it's a very interesting concept. He's not at home, otherwise I would bring him in just to meet you, because I think he would be happy about that. So thank you so much for your presentation. And what I'm happy about you is that you not only talk about total quality management, but you are focusing on peace and love. And I think those are the things that we need to aim somehow. And then management, quality management, total quality management, that's both things together, right? So thank you so much for all that you have delivered this evening. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Dear Marcia, you made my day. You made
I
my
did.
night. Thank you very much. But I can summarize total quality management in education like this. There are 5 main steps. In 30 hours, we create a quality school. In fact, the first step is creating awareness, hugging all the stakeholders of the organization or of the school. The second one is leadership training for 8 hours, and then distributing a survey to them to understand if they are supporting or not supporting the quality issue in their school. And 3, drawing the roadmap. It takes a long time, 2 days, in fact, but you write the mission, vision statement, policy, and all the projects to be done in the future. And we use who is doing it, why, where, when, how, all the steps. And then you leave the administration part and you go into the school. In school or in university, it doesn't make any difference. And within the classroom, this time you are training the students and you are showing the way of collaboration and enjoying life, showing your peaceful thoughts to their peers, everything. So this is a very nice step, and total quality management is the essence of human training. This is important. Thank you for this question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we can take more questions. We still have some time. Yeah, I see everybody's has their camera closed, so we can't. If you have any questions, okay. Do I see Pivy wants some question?
Yeah. Dear Zo, I have my grandson there. Deniz is blue. Can you see?
Oh, yes, I was wondering. You talked about Dennis.
I want to have a
Wow.
question from Deniz. Deniz, do you want to ask a question to your grandma?
You need to unmute.
He speaks a perfect
Um,
English. I know.
Well, well, I do have one question.
Okay.
How did you get all those companies to work with you to make a better future for people?
Wow.
That's my only question.
A very smart question, Deniz. In fact, they found me. Do you know? I worked and I wrote articles and I shared videos and I visited schools and universities. And then one day I started my ICT Seagulls project and I went to Microsoft and I said, I want to do an ICT project. Do you support me? And they said, okay, come to our conference hall and bring your students and teachers and train them here. First of all, they opened their places, but then they listened to me and they understood that we are sharing similar ideas. And for 5 years, Deniz, you don't know, but we collaborated with them. Okay? Thank you for your question. Loves.
Oh, yeah, Dennis, and I'm impressed at your English. Have you been living in England or something? Very British English.
Yeah, for 6 years he is studying there, so very smart boy.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Oh, yes. Wow. Next time I come to Istanbul, I want to meet you and grandmother as well. Absolutely. I think Rosemary Elizabeth has raised her hand, but her camera is off.
Is it? The camera is off. Can you see me?
No. It's maybe it's not working or something.
I check. I will check. You can take somebody else while I check.
You need to
But
click on the video.
yeah, you need to click on stop video.
Technology, very difficult, I know.
It is sometimes, often you can get it easily, but go ahead, take somebody else.
Okay.
I'm
Actually,
trying.
even if we don't see your face, we are always interested in what you want to ask.
Yeah. First
Tell-
of all, I think it was a very impressive presentation. I thank
you.
Professor for it. And I believe that Professor should be an ambassador. An ambassador who can go around and assist us in whatever we are doing so that we can also be part of her. She's one, but more of us can do the same thing. And that was my contribution. I believe this program should continue, but she needs to be an ambassador. I'm from Seychelles.
Seychelles, islands of Seychelles. I see.
Seychelles Island. Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, with your nice smile.
Yeah.
I like that.
And what
Okay.
is your profession, Mrs. Rosemary?
Sorry?
Your profession. What is your job?
I'm the chairperson of an NGO called Women in Action and Solidarity Organization. For short, it's WASO. WASO. So empower women for them to move into different skills and also empower them to be able to be at peace with themselves and not to be selfish, but always thinking of others. So we want them to be responsible, resilient, and these are the qualities that we teach them. But above all, we empower them with skills so that they can assist and help themselves, especially the vulnerable women in Seychelles.
Interesting.
We have a lot of single mothers. And the interesting things are they work, but they need additional support. They can get from government, but if you have a large family and the men are not supportive, you can imagine at times you lose hope. So these are the things that we do through counseling. I'm a counselor as well. Yeah.
Very interesting. Yes, so definitely lots of things to exchange with our professor, isn't it? Okay, any other question? Thank you very much, Mrs. Rosemary.
Yeah,
Any
it's my
other
pleasure.
question? Okay, Marcia, I see somebody else there.
Yes,
He just run away.
No, he was just turning the light on.
That's her husband.
My husband, and I just wanted to introduce him to Mrs. Koksal.
Please call me Hayal, okay? Call me.
Hayal, and just to greet you.
Thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm
it's
fine.
nice to meet you.
I'm fine. And my wife has told me that you are expert in total quality management and that you use that. I consider that that is one of the best methods that nowadays there are to manage everything. I have been working in the public administration for a long time, but even the public administration doesn't really apply that. But I know the contents, and when I have had a position, a leadership position, I have used that, and that gave a big success and all people were very happy. Were very happy when I introduced that in our institution. And I have published a book that is called Excellence in Management, and I would like to send to you by email some
Please.
the book in order you can have it if you want. In English, it's English. Because
Okay, I'll also send some books and some articles to you, published in English. Perhaps we can collaborate in the future. Why not? I'm open to all new collaborative issues.
That's
okay,
great.
we will
I
keep in touch.
I see also a comment from Mrs. Munas. Thank you very much for the interesting presentation. I'm very impressed the way you use quality management in education. In our NGO in Morocco, we managed to use management tools in working with students and young people. I will get your contact from Zoe and will write you. And there is her email for anyone who would like to write to Mrs. Hayal. Yeah, thank you. Muna is she also has her screen off, but she's a very good friend of ours, and she has she's working very, very hard in Morocco. She has an NGO for women, and she's doing many things, and we have done things together as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? We became very small group. We were bigger before, but I think people start leaving. We still have 10 minutes.
Yeah, there are 16
There's
people.
Yoshizumi Paivi. Oh, Paivi, yes.
Oh, no, I just wanted to greet you because I was so happy to hear you said you should have a happiness and joy when you are learning. And actually, I'm a daycare teacher with 0 to 2 year old. And I thought that is exactly what safety is important from the very young and really find the joy, then also a participation so that even a small child is important and what they are interested in. So obviously, I'm thinking of very basic things, but I was really grateful. And also because I'm from Finland, Helsinki, almost Helsinki.
Oh,
So I wanted to greet
lovely.
you.
A
Greetings from
lovely
Helsinki.
picture.
Oh, Espoo. I'm from Espoo, the next city of Helsinki.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and my neighbor is from Turkey, so I think I'm gonna introduce you to her. Also, we have a Turkish teachers at our daycare. Yes,
Yeah.
but I hope to meet you one day.
Yeah, one day, why not? And one of my relatives is moving to Stockholm, so it's a small world, you know.
That's right.
And our aim is to train future generations for the peaceful future of our world. Otherwise, the climate change will kill us. The
Mhm.
terrorism will kill us, and our sons and daughters will lose their ways and they'll be unhappy. I am thankful to God because we were trained in a good time. In 1960s, I was a kid and I used to play in the garden, in the streets, ride my bicycle, and have very good teachers. Now every system is going down, and it worries us. And how will we solve these problems? How will we teach the people to be qualified, how to be kind to each other? It's going to be difficult, but social media sometimes and media as well are not helpful, huh? In Turkey, at least, like this. But if you, so if we can start equality and peace movement within the world, and if we start it as women, it will make a change, I believe. Nowadays, I'm writing a book about peace because I gave nonviolence in education course for 4 years. I designed the content myself, and also I gave conflict resolution courses again at Bosphorus University. So there are very easy steps, in fact. Very easy steps. As you see, the collaborative work takes only 1 hour to learn. So through the internet, through Zoom, we can learn it. We can apply it one by one using quality tools, of course. Marcia, it is very important because TQM says human first. Human first, not machines, human first. And nothing can replace a teacher. Teachers are the best leaders of the community. We should guide our daughters to become teachers and university, perhaps people or instructor, whatever it is, on the way of forming the future life. So this is an invitation. Please take part in my ICT SIGAS project, and also you offer your project topic. I can adapt it to your situation, and each country can form his or her collaborative book and also web page. Okay, it's easy.
Absolutely. As you know, our organization is for world peace, Women's Federation for World Peace. So
Yeah.
definitely we are very, very, very much geared towards peace. Actually, our founder, the basic motto, one of the very important mottos she has always been saying is, peace starts with me. Once we realize really how important peace is, we realize it for ourselves, within us, and how important peace is, then it can start. If everybody realizes this, and they can, and I think we can realize how much more happy and more prosperity can come through peace rather than through the greed of, oh, I want, oh, no, I don't agree. That doesn't make anyone happy, doesn't make anyone winner. That's the
You're right.
problem.
You are absolutely right. Okay, thank you providing me this wonderful
you.
platform and the chance of meeting those lovely, beautiful people. I send my love to all of you. Please write to me. Let's form a group, and then let's go on under the leadership of Zoe. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much. We finished just exactly. Wow.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank
Have
you
a
for